In studio this morning, we have Leslie Stenkamp, a former member of the military, accompanied by her Great Dane service dog. Leslie, good morning. Welcome to Good Morning SKN.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
Good morning, welcome. Oh, and welcome, Euro. He is, oh, look at Euro, too cute. Euro look like he's ready to pounce.
So, can you tell us about our Great Dane this morning?
Sure thing. So I noticed you guys were talking about canine assisted therapy, and I think it's just such an important human animal bond that you can have. So when I was in the military, I did end up with PTSD. I don't know if you know what that is, post-traumatic stress syndrome. So what his job is to do is to help calm me if I ever get into one of those states where I'm getting too stressed and I can't focus on what I'm doing. He's there to help me. What he'll do is he'll rest his head on my lap or put his weight on my shoulders, kind of bring me back to ground. So really what someone decides for you, it's what works best for you, what helps bring you out of your shell, helps reduce your stress levels. So I think we saw, different animals, the dolphins, the birds, if that's who you connect with, awesome.
So did you connect with this particular type of dog? Wow.
So he's unique. Not all dogs are this big. Not all dogs are like this. So, but he is unique to me just because I personally love Great Danes. I think that they have a really good connection with people. And he seemed to know what to do before I trained him in a lot of things. So that's just how that worked. There are organizations that do training, like really, really good, several hours of training. They teach the animal how to be in the public and how to react well, do the service that they need to do. But you can also train the dog yourself, according to American law. But it's different everywhere.
Awesome. So Leslie, judging by looking at Euro here, tell us, how large can these animals go?
So he is about 165 pounds.
Wow.
Or 72 kilograms around there. But he's more on the large side. They can get up to over 200 pounds.
Wow.
But I would say like a typical Great Dane would be around 115, 120 pounds. Males are usually a little bit larger. Females are usually a little smaller. He is a European Great Dane, which makes him a little bit bigger. The American Great Dane's a little more narrow.
I was just about to ask what's the difference between the American and the European.
The European ones have a little bit broader of a face. They're a little bit wider and stronger, I think, than the American Great Danes.
Well, Leslie, it's you're gonna ask something?
Yeah, I was gonna.
Go ahead.
On a day-to-day basis, what do you feed? What do you feed him on an average day-to-day basis?
So he is on a few different foods. I tend to go with hills just because that's what's available out here. But it's about 7 cups of food a day. Oh, wow. So it adds up, if you have a 30-pound bag, that lasts him about 2 weeks. So it's better to buy in bulk for the larger dogs for sure.
Leslie, in your bio, it said that you tried other therapies. What other therapies did you try before coming to Euro?
Yes. So Veteran Affairs, and I think a lot of organizations, I think it's easier to throw prescription medications at, their patients. Understandably so, there is efficacy to that. However, I found that the cognitive behavioral therapy, talk therapy, and just being around animals and doing what you love to do has helped me the most, making sure you keep good, healthy decisions about what you eat and, getting good exercise. I tried pretty much everything. Equine therapy too, but you can only do that so much too. You don't always have access to horses.
Okay. Okay. Wow. So it says here that the service dog has since decreased your need for pharmaceutical medications, increase engagement in educational and social activities, and aid in fulfilling your potential. What is that potential, Leslie?
Yes. So I have gone through a few different career moves since,
Okay.
and now I'm actually currently at Ross, so I'm a veterinary
Oh,
student.
lovely.
And I don't think I could have done it without this guy. So I'm very, very excited, and I'm happy that I'm in a community that also loves him as well. Obviously,
Yeah.
if you love animals, a giant Great Dane is kind of fun to have around the classroom too. So I'm very blessed to have that.
And you're always lucky he has his own private vet.
Several, all my classmates too.
Oh, nice, nice.
Wonderful. So Leslie, it's also stated that having a dog like Euro here, it worked in sexual assault response, suicide intervention, and critical incidents stress management positions.
Yeah.
Yes. So prior to going to vet school, I was in the military, and I was trained in a lot of different things. So critical incident stress management, which helps reduce the occurrence of PTSD, we found. So if there's a traumatic event that occurs, you essentially talk through that with the individual, and that has shown to decrease that about 80%, I think.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that, sorry. So I've worked in that. I've done sexual assault awareness. I've done trainings in that, and suicide intervention, and it was all so rewarding. It was a lot of work. It was
I can imagine.
so rewarding, and he was next to me the entire time. So it was nice to be able to connect and bond with individuals who are going through a tough time in their life, and I thought he helped.
Beautiful.
So for persons who may not have known of animal-assisted intervention, and now that we've educated them, can you just let them know the benefits of having a service animal, especially a dog? It doesn't have to be a lovely Great Dane Euro, but just the benefits of having it.
Yeah, they're more compact animals you can get for sure for traveling around. Yes, so I highly recommend it. The animal-human bond is unique. There is a sense of companionship. There is a sense of unconditional love that certain individuals just need, I think everyone needs that, right?
Yeah.
So these animals can be trained in specific tasks. So if, let's say, there are mobility issues and it's hard for you to get around, a larger animal would help because you can lean on the dog and walk. But smaller animals are great as well you can be, a lot of dogs can be trained to go, pick up that coffee mug over there, bring it over to you, or a water bottle, or, open the door for you, or press a button that you cannot reach because you just don't have mobility. So there are a lot of benefits to these animals.
Okay.
Awesome. And indeed, they say a dog is a man's best friend. But can you tell us, how does a dog prevent suicide?
That is a really good question. So I think the largest portion of that is to have something or someone to go back to. And if an animal needs you, there is something that kind of holds you back, and you say, you know what, I need to be here tomorrow because you need to eat. I need to be here tomorrow because you'll be sad, you'll miss me. And I think that connection is so important, whether that be a human, an animal, or anything else. I think that's huge. It is proven with studies that blood pressure is decreased, serotonin increases. And so a lot of the things that occur in deep depression, which can often lead to suicide, can be mitigated somewhat. Obviously, it's not the end all be all, but if you need a reason not to, that guy would be mine.
All right.